What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today we have an Edison format deck profile, and that is for Twilight. Alright guys, and now as we dive into a little bit of Edison format, I figured what better deck than to go through than Twilight. You know, everybody loves Lightsworns. Personally, I love Lightsworns, and it's what got me back into the game way back when. So starting off, we have our three big bad dragons. So we're gonna have two copies of Judgment Dragon, then one copy of our beautiful, beautiful Dark Arm Dragon. So those are gonna be kind of like our big boss monsters in the main deck, since we do have an extra deck in this as well too. So going through our Lightsworns, we're going to have one Aaron, a Lumina, a Celestia, a Jane, two Wolves, and Arcus, two Raikou. Then we're also going to run three Lila in there as well too. So definitely gives us enough name fodder for the graveyard for Judgment Dragon to get out a little bit easier. Not only that, running three Lila just helps really disrupt that back row hate that we really, really hate seeing. Playing as Lightsworns, you know, Royal Oppression's one that really messes with us too. Gonna be playing two Honest as well, since a good portion of our monsters are going to be light. Gonna be running one Necrogarna. You never know what might happen. A Plague Spreader and a Gale the Whirlwind as our tuners, because we do have a few synchros in here, so we do have a little bit more of a contingency plan, some might say. Especially Plague Spreader 2, he's super good if he gets milled. And then for some of our darks here, we have Phantom of Chaos, copy some effects, Caius, the big bad boy himself, a Chaos Sorcerer, since we can't run BLS, I wish, and Tragodia and Gores for a little bit of hand trapping, a little bit of a defensive going on here. So moving on to the spells, which we do have quite a lot of, are four for our Lightsworns. We're going to be running three Solar Recharge and then one Charge of Light Brigade as well. I really wish we could run more Charge, but hey. Gotta go by the rules, right? But in case you do discard anything that you did need, we are running three Monster Reincarnation and get that back in case, you know, you lose anything on a mill that you didn't quite want to lose. Not only that, it's a little bit more scenario driven, but if you got three Lightsworns in your grave and then you mill a Judgment Dragon, and you got one in your hand, another Lightsworn, just play Monster Reincarnation, get that JD back and discard the other Lightsworn, then hey, you got four in the grave, four differently named, and bring out JD and ideally end the duel. So we'll also be running one Brain Control, one Cold Wave, one Heavy Storm, one MST, a Foolish Burial, and they'll be running two Gold Sarcophagus as well. So really maxing out on the good Edison spells of the time. Kind of like how Goat had that. Then we do have one trap card, Mirror Force. I've seen other things like Treacherous Trap Hole and Torrents of Tribute, but I don't know. Personally, I like Mirror Force. A little bit more of that vintage feel that we often love having in our decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Moving on to the extra deck. It's not going to be anything too crazy or too spicy. It's kind of just your generic Edison extra deck. So we're going to be running an Ally of Justice Catasser, an Arcanite Magician, one Iron Chain Dragon, one Magical Android, one Goyo Guardian, since we can only have one, a Blackwing Armor Master, since we have Gale in here, Black Rose Dragon, a Brio, since he's always good to have, a Colossal Fighter, Mistworm, Armory Arm. They're going to be running 2 Red Dragon Archfiend, and then 2 Stardust as well. Just to round out the extra deck. Like I said, it's kind of your generic run-of-the-mill extra deck for Edison format, mainly because we have Judgment Dragon and Dark Arm in our main deck, so those are kind of our big beaters. But we do still have a few tuners in there, so we might as well utilize them down the road with, say, Stardust, yugioh if we want to take anything, Black Rose if we have to blow up the field, so you do have a few different options to go through in here, which is always nice, especially when your back is up against the wall. So you never know, especially in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! So that is my Twilight deck. I've seen so many different variations. You can kind of run it any way you want. You can run 1 JD, more Caius, less Lightsworns, however you want to do it. Personally, it's the one I like because I do love Lightsworn so much. I've thought about doing just a pure Lightsworn deck, but I do like having a little bit extra spice in there, like the Caius, the Phantom of Chaos, Chaos Sorcerer, so personally that's how I do it. Let me know down below how you guys like your Twilight decks. You know, of course I do miss Blackluster back in GOAT format, but hey, times change and decks change as well too. We'll see you guys on the next one. Be sure to check out rpkgaming.com for your shirts, mats, whatever you want. Be sure to use that TCG player link down below as well too, so you guys can buy your own Edison format deck. We'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye, mwah, and good night.